They say she doesn't entertain. They say she doesn't inform. So let's ask the real question. What is it about Meghan Markle that stirs so much scrutiny, especially when she dares to define success on her own terms? Because here's the truth. Meghan Markle isn't trying to be a talk show host, a pop star, or your typical celebrity brand. She's doing something different. And that makes people uncomfortable. Let's unpack the lazy dismissal recently aired on The Sun's royal exclusive show, where a panel of so-called experts claimed that Meghan's new ventures, her As Ever lifestyle brand, her Confessions of a Female Founder podcast, and her heartfelt Netflix show with Love, are aimless or unworthy. But if you're paying attention, if you're not stuck in 2018 headlines, you'd know the opposite is true. Meghan Markle is not waiting for permission to succeed. She is actively building her own future. This future is crafted with intention and a clear vision. She is not following the well-trodden path of royal duty as it was once defined. Instead, she and Prince Harry have forged a new way forward. This independence is a hallmark of her approach. She is an entrepreneur at heart. She is a creator. She is a voice for change. Her journey since stepping back as a working royal shows this clearly. She has focused on projects that align with her passions. These projects allow her to use her platform for good. She is not just attaching her name to causes, she is deeply involved in their creation and execution. This hands-on approach is different. It is dynamic. It shows a commitment to making a real difference in the world. Consider her ventures Archewell Productions and Archewell Audio. These are not vanity projects, they are platforms for storytelling. They aim to uplift and inspire. They seek to bring diverse voices to the forefront. This independent spirit is what truly sets her apart. She's not defined by an institution. Archewell, the organization founded by Meghan and Harry, is central to their vision. It is more than just a collection of business deals. It is a vehicle for their values. Archewell Productions aims to create content that informs, elevates, and inspires. Their Netflix documentaries and series reflect this. They tackle important issues. They share powerful human stories. This is about using media for positive impact. Archewell Audio, through ventures like Meghan's podcast Archetypes, also demonstrates this purpose. The podcast explored the labels that try to hold women back. It featured insightful conversations with inspiring women. It sparked dialogue and encouraged listeners to challenge stereotypes. This is not entertainment for its own sake. It is entertainment with a message. It seeks to empower and connect people. It fosters understanding and empathy. Even her newer lifestyle brand, American Riviera Orchard, is infused with purpose. This suggests a desire to share warmth, community, and the beauty of everyday living. It is about curating a life that is authentic and joyful. The core of Archewell, and indeed Meghan's work, is about building community. It is about compassion in action. Section 4. Different rules, same game, the double standards. Meghan faces. When we look at Meghan Markle's entrepreneurial spirit, it is important to see it in context. Other public figures, particularly women, have built successful lifestyle brands. Think of Gwyneth Paltrow with Goop. Think of Martha Stewart and her vast empire. These women have, for the most part, been celebrated for their business acumen. They are seen as savvy entrepreneurs. They have monetized their taste and influence. Yet when Meghan pursues similar ventures, the narrative often shifts. She faces a level of scrutiny and criticism that seems disproportionate. Her motives are questioned, her abilities are doubted. The very act of her seeking financial independence is sometimes framed negatively. This is a clear double standard. Why is an ambitious woman with a royal connection treated so differently? The criticism often seems to stem from a discomfort with her challenging norms. This highlights a broader issue of how women, especially women of colour, are treated in the public eye. Section 5. The Meghan Effect, championing values that truly matter. Beyond the business ventures and public appearances, Meghan Markle champions a clear set of values. These values are woven into the fabric of her work and public advocacy. Authenticity is paramount. She encourages people to be true to themselves. She speaks openly about her own experiences. This vulnerability fosters connection. It makes her relatable to millions around the world. It is a powerful stance in a world that often demands conformity. Sustainability is another key value. Meghan has long been an advocate for conscious living. She promotes ethical fashion. She supports environmental causes. This commitment is reflected in her choices and her messaging. It is about making thoughtful decisions that protect our planet. This resonates deeply with a growing global consciousness. People are looking for leaders who care about the future. Mental health awareness is also a cornerstone of her advocacy. Both Meghan and Harry have been candid about their own mental health journeys. This has helped to destigmatize conversations around the topic. They have supported initiatives that provide resources and support. This work is incredibly important. It saves lives. Section 6. Challenging the status quo. A royal evolution, not a revolution. Meghan Markle's journey represents a significant challenge to traditional roles and expectations. This is particularly true within the context of the monarchy. Her approach is not about destroying tradition, it is about evolving it. She brings a modern perspective. She embodies a new kind of leadership. This inevitably unsettles those who are deeply invested in the old ways of doing things. Royal commentators in particular often thrive on a specific narrative of royalty. This narrative relies on mystique, distance, and adherence to unwritten rules. Meghan, with her openness and direct engagement, disrupts this. She connects with people on a human level. She speaks her truth. This makes the institution seem more accessible, but also more accountable. For some, this transparency is a threat to the established order they seek to preserve. Section 7. The MultiDimensional Duchess, celebrating Meghan's lasting influence. Meghan Markle is far more than any single label can capture. She is a wife and a devoted mother. She's a passionate advocate for causes she believes in. She is a savvy entrepreneur building a global platform. This multidimensional identity is something to be celebrated. It reflects the complexity and richness of modern women. She refuses to be confined to a narrow box, and that is inspiring. Her work through Archewell and her personal initiatives is creating a tangible impact. From supporting grassroots organizations to producing thought-provoking content, she is using her influence for good. She is amplifying voices that are often marginalized. She is fostering conversations that lead to greater understanding and empathy. This is the true measure of her success. It is not just about headlines, it is about the lives she touches. The intense scrutiny she faces, especially from some royal commentators, often misses this larger picture. They focus on perceived breaches of protocol or criticize her independence, but in doing so they reveal more about their own resistance to change than about Meghan herself. Her success threatens them because it proves that the old rules no longer exclusively apply. It shows that new paths are not only possible but can be incredibly successful. As we look to the future, Meghan's influence will only continue to grow. In a media landscape that profits from tearing women down, Meghan Markle dares to build. In a culture that wants spectacle, she offers substance. In a world addicted to chaos, she's cultivating calm. She may not fit into your soundbite, but maybe that's the point. She's not here for your approval. She's building something of her own. And that's the most powerful narrative of all.